The world of Hyrule in Tears of the Kingdom can get very hostile very quickly, so we've gathered a few quick tips to keep you alive and well stocked along the way. If you enjoy content like this, let us know with a like. And of course, spoiler warning for some of the weapons, resources, and locations in the game. I recommend that if you're low on materials, one of the first stops can be Satori Mountain, which is a great resource to use to stock up on lots of healing items and goodies quickly. Between the apple orchard, flower garden, mushroom grove, and loads of other useful stuff around the mountain, you're hard pressed to find a more convenient place to find things clumped together. If you continue to have problems collecting materials though, amiibos are also another option, as the Zelda amiibos drop paraglider skins along with lots of helpful items, and even non-Zelda amiibos drop decent loot as well. You may or may not have noticed, but sometimes Link takes a massive hit and survives with a sliver of a heart. That's because just like in Breath of the Wild, in normal mode, Link has something called one-hit protection. This means that no matter how powerful an enemy attack is, it will never flat out kill Link as long as you have full health. Enemies have to do another attack to finish him off. So you can twist this to your advantage by constantly being at full health, and Link will technically never die. So basically, never partially heal, make sure your hearts are fully topped off. A couple caveats to this though. Gloom damage will negate this effect, so it's best to have some Sunderline recipes on hand. I recommend cooking with a couple fish or meat to heal your gloom hearts and top off your actual health as well. And also, just like in Breath of the Wild, this doesn't protect you from fall damage, the elements, or blowing yourself up. Anything that's a mistake on your part, you gotta own up to it. There are a bunch of basic recipes, most that carried over from Breath of the Wild, and some that are new that I recommend using when you have the materials for it. 5 bananas gives a triple attack buff to help boost your damage, and 5 iron shrooms gives a triple defense buff in a tough fight. 2 or 3 Fleetwood Lotus with 2 or 3 Rush Rooms makes a quick triple speed buff. A defense against the cold is 5 Sun Shrooms, and defense against hot weather can be 5 Chill Shrooms. Endura Carrots are great when cooked by themselves because they fully replenish your main stamina wheel as well as add a little extra. Remember that in a pinch, the portable cooking pot can be used to make any meal on the fly, making cooking before a certain situation much more accessible. When fighting the elements, most players turn to recipes or clothing. Both of these are obviously viable. Clothing is the best long-term option since it doesn't take any resources using it, but recipes work just as well to keep you nice and comfortable. But remember, this game allows other legacy tricks that worked in Breath of the Wild. Like in hot weather, you can splash yourself with water, make some mobile cover from the sun for yourself, and most practical of all, use the fuse function to attach cold items to your equipment to cool Link down. This includes literally anything elemental, from legendary dragon parts to measly keys parts. These will keep you cool. I'm also going to keep bringing up bomb shield jumps until I drill it into people's heads. This fuse combo is hands down one of the best combos in the game. This doesn't require much technical prowess. All you need is these bombs pre-fused to your shield so you're not scrambling during combat, and practice for a simple shield jump. And from this point you can run or go on the offense and shoot them in bullet time. It's generally great as a big red button to escape a bad situation. It's also not necessarily about getting good at combat though, it's about using the right tools well and efficiently, such as against stall enemies, where normally you may be scrambling around hitting them, wasting arrows, maybe even getting damaged and wasting more healing items, when instead one Dazzle Fruit takes out the whole bunch, and there's no extra material is used, or struggling with annoying little frogs in the chasms that keep running away from you. Just one Blizzard Rod knocks them all out at once. Or going up against a Bokoblin boss that's giving you a hard time. One Puff Shroom gives you an opening to do a sneak strike that does 8 times the damage, without worry or taking any damage, and saving you tons of durability on your weapon. A staple of the Zelda series, fairies make their return and can be found at specific locations up in the sky. What you want to do is look for these types of islands with circular ponds. They carry a couple goodies along with fairies for you to pick up. I recommend crouching, jumping towards them or walking slowly, and jumping to catch them when they're close to the ground. So far the maximum is 4 fairies, but it could change at any time. Another way to help you survive a lot of incoming damage as well is Old Reliable, the soldier's armor set, with high base defense that can be upgraded at the Great Fairy. This can be easily accessed early in the game after completing just one of the regional phenomena. After doing so, return to Lookout Landing Shelter, where you can uncover a hidden entrance to the Royal Secret Passage, which contains all 3 armor pieces. Once you gain the armor set, you can take a bigger beating than before. Hopefully these tips will help you stay alive in the monster-infested Hyrule. If you think these tips helped, let us know with a like. For everything Tears of the Kingdom, stay here on GameSpot.